Yeah, sorry. The other number 2, right? Yeah. And make sure both chairs are falling 2. And put them on auto. Oh, 1 to 3. You hear me okay? 1 to 3, 1 to 3, 1 to 3. I'm on Todd Jones. Bit of a cluster a bit here. Here, this is yours right here.
Thank you.
Fucking shit. Host. Yeah, in game 1. Fucking shit. Oh crap, so Bryce, we're live now. Didn't know we're live, but here we are.
Live now?
Yes, I just went F-bomb. So we're live now. Switch to internal mic for a second. Internal mic. Both of them. Test 1 3, test 1 3. Yeah, so you're gonna have to, when you're finished, you better make sure you press end screen here, then you'll end stop the screen there, okay?
Sorry for the panic.
It's okay? Yeah, so don't leave the phone shooting the camera in case someone breaks into it and spills it, right? So that way, that's a big no-no. Yeah, and then it's so cold, you can't stay in the car. I'm not saying that's what happened, but it's a good chance that might have to be good.
The fact this tug's on here, I think that contributes to it.
Yeah, that's why I always tie it off. So oh, you are, okay? Yeah. The announcer's over there.
Oh, okay.
They're doing over there somewhere.
He's down in the back.
I don't know if he's there. No, I don't know what. I don't know where they're setting up for these games. Oh yeah, it's in the box. In the box, yes. Oh, I worked at basketball games at the Rogers TV last week, 2 weeks ago. You did a great job. They did a really good job. I know you did the DIU game, so when you did it, you did the game, you did a really good job. Oh, he's great. He's great to work with. Yeah, absolutely. So he signed up to be a volunteer with us, so I'll try and get him other stuff as we go on. Well, he's doing the rink announcing is what he's doing. Yeah.
No, that's okay.
Yeah. You're welcome. Yeah, so should we go now? Yeah. Because start a period, end a period, you should have enough time. Unless it goes overtime. Well, if not, we could download it to YouTube if you have to. Well, we can't because we don't have the computer, right? That's no problem. Yeah, just we had a problem with our gear, but something just working, so it's working now. So good. Yeah. You have to have if you have a good camera, it makes a world of difference. Yes.
So we did I think, Todd, a little promo.
Yes. That's me. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, I'm making to that. And he did a great job. And it showed my son going.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Well, just like uncle.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity to do that for sure, right? Not a problem, man. I was going to make sure it's working, and it seems to be working now. So that Bryce will do the camera work, and that's our Rogers TV camera. It was kind of an issue, so I had to race here to make sure it works. So no problem. Perfect. Yeah, I got paid $75 for this game. Yeah. So you can pay $75 for filming. A bonus.
Yeah. So I have it on mic and then auto. Both channels.
I've got that one more time before I go. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Coming live from the Nanaimo Ice Centre for the Nanaimo Steelmen hosting the Powell River Regals. Lorenzo, your commentator, will be joining you shortly. No problem. We just had a little bit of a camera issue, but we got working. But yeah, it was like, he called me, the camera powered up 5 minutes before I got here. Yeah. The camera wouldn't power up. We've been having issues with it, so, but we got it working now, so everything's all good. We're on the air live right now, so yeah, don't swear. Again, right, yes. We have some technical issues. I might have did an F-bomb because I was having technical issues.
Every time I put it back on the tripod, it would stop powering up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's weird.
The music's pulling on the back of me too, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's working, yeah. Try and bring it, don't leave the camera in your car.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's okay. I didn't tell you. I assume. I shouldn't assume. James is probably doing the same thing too. Should definitely do. It's also a liability, right?
I just thought it was like okay because it's in the garage.
I understand. Just what's in the garage is fine. Yeah. That's fine. If it's cold, bring it indoors.
It is still pretty cold out there, so I'll probably still bring it in.
Yeah, just bring it in. That way it just keeps it. Like there's a reason why Skaz puts a heater in the mobiles, right? Because this gets too cold.
I'm not as worried about somebody's ceiling because there's a cover on the,
Yeah,
on the
exactly,
back,
yeah.
but I'm worried about that. Yeah.
And it's been fun all season, just that,
Yeah.
and that may not have anything to do with it. Just it could though. So, it might short circuit too, right? So usually it's cold and put someplace warm, although it's cold in the rink too, right? But yeah.
Well, thanks for coming out last minute. Sorry to
That's
ruin your
okay.
evening.
So you see what I did here? Because like so the reason why it's if you go under Google, it has a shortcut to it right here. That's why it's there. So we go that into it and it's logged in the Steelman right there, and that's what go live. Actually, it went live right away, and I didn't know it went live. So I think I did an F-bomb. I was frustrated. I kept trying to spell, and I got it wrong. But, I didn't change the candidates. Yeah, so there it is. Though there's already 9 people. There's 13 people watching so far. So yeah. I think Lorenzo might do Old Canada.
So it's just him tonight?
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing because I got to work this on. Oh no, I don't have connections to my camera from XLR. So I was like, oh no, how are we gonna get that to work? But don't worry about it. I was watching the Leaf game. My Leafs, everything came back inside a 4-4. Head out the door. Oh, at least one.
Nice.
I must have disallowed the goal.
Canucks lost last night.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, the trade.
I'll bring the camera by on Monday.
But this game, the Clipper game from last night, it's the one you said, right? So yeah, so and Hamish has no, you did the Buccaneers game. Yeah, so yeah, we'll get her going.
Yeah.
All right, thanks very much, Bryce. Have a good show. We'll see you on Monday, okay?
Yeah, sounds good.
I am, man, I almost wished I didn't. I almost.
We're live.
Jensen, and welcome inside the Nanaimo Ice Centre for tonight's contest between the Powell River Regals and the hosting Nanaimo Steelmen, and what will be the Steelmen's first playoff game of this round-robin-esque format. The Regals have already claimed their first win back in January, and it sounds kind of weird to say that now, doesn't it? But already into February, and that's when we start to ramp things up, and it's playoff hockey here. And the Steelmen and senior men's action. There's going to be quite a contest here tonight, I can assure you of that. And just to get us prepped for tonight's game, a couple of things I'll mention. I've got an interview to play for you here, and after that, I'll be heading rinkside to help out with the pregame, and we'll be right back to broadcasting, hopefully within the first 30 seconds or so of the opening puck drop. Going to start you off with Andy Hellweger. Here with Andy Hellweger, head coach and general manager, Nanaimo Steelmen. And Andy, is there any nervousness in the dressing room tonight as you head into tonight's contest against the Regals?
I wouldn't say nervousness at all. Like, it's a lot of excitement going around. First playoff game here, being at home. And so, yeah, boys are excited. Boys are fired up already and ready to go out there and do their job.
Well, they're raring to go, and there's already quite a few people already here at the Ice Centre, but we'll get to that in a minute. From the Powell River Regals, what do they do particularly well that you're going to have to key in on and shut down tonight?
When we were in Powell River, the biggest thing what I could notice is they take their chances to shoot the puck. So they shoot out of every situation and then crush the net, going for rebounds. So for us, it just is we have to have our guys and box out well in front of the net. And, the first one is the goalies and the second one is ours.
Now with this, almost like round robin style, as we know, the Regals already have one in their pocket. How do you guys slow them down tonight, and what do you expect will be a factor in that?
For me, if you give them a lot of room, they're going to be dangerous. So our game plan obviously is to take that room and space, that time and space away. We want to play straightforward hockey, good, clean, physical hockey, right in the face, and that should do the job.
The Regals goaltending, seems like it's been pretty solid this year. Is there anything that you guys have noticed, or you're trying to key in on for possibly for the power play?
We should kind of do the same as the Regals do in that scenario. Shoot from every situation, crush the net, go for rebounds. And goaltending is solid for sure. When we were up there a couple, like 2 months ago or so, we didn't do a great job in taking our chances, and a lot of times didn't shoot the puck when we had the chance to. And that has to change for today. We got to get the puck on net and then go after it.
Well, the difference here tonight from the Hap Parker Arena sounds like there's going to have to be kind of get in their face hockey and play tight checking hockey. And so what will it look like out on the ice tonight? Kind of a final question. What kind of hockey are we going to see?
I would say from our side, definitely fast and straightforward hockey. We have a lot of speed on the offense, which we want to try to utilize. We have very smart hockey players who can move the puck quick and find an opening for the net. So I would say overall fast and somewhat physical.
Well, walk lightly and carry a dozen eggs. It really caught you at probably the most inopportune time, but thank you so much for doing this, Andy, and best of luck tonight in your playoff game.
Thank you.
So that's head coach and general manager Andy Hellweger and his thoughts leading into this contest tonight. And the ice is all cleaned up and just basically drying and awaiting the contestants, the combatants, the players, whatever you want to see them, what kind of focus you want to see them in. It's going to be a great contest here tonight. The Steelmen, they have a really cool draw on this evening here, and there's a One Life Recovery Society is here. It's a shoot to win 2 Cottonwood golf passes with a power cart, and the ticket winner draw second period at the 10-minute mark, so basically halfway through the game, and a shoot to win contest at the start of the second period, 3 pucks. And the proceeds will be donated to One Life Recovery Society, which unfortunately has recently endured some fire damage to one of their recovery homes. So please be generous with your much needed donations. And there are 20 residents at the game tonight, some of which will be selling 50-50 tickets throughout the arena and in the Nick 2 War Room. And Vancouver Canucks tickets, they're being drawn in the third period. It's for the Anaheim Ducks contest. That's on Saturday, April the 5th. So lots of cool stuff going on. Make sure you follow the Steelmen on Facebook and Instagram. And of course, you have them live coming up here in just a few moments. I'm going to step away for a minute. As I mentioned, don't panic. You will have play-by-play just after I'm able to get things started with the pregame show here. Be back momentarily. Regals, Steelmen up next. Well, look at that, just in time for opening face-off, and Russell very unceremoniously dumped at the face-off on the right wing as things are underway. Regals with opening possession. Cross ice saucer pass. Regals tip it in from in between the hash marks. Play in behind Riley Medvez, down in the butterfly, watching over his shoulders. Puck to the half boards. Here's that speed that they talked about. Fitzgerald just momentarily lost the handle on that one there. Play down below the goal line. Sent up to the umbrella. Shot on goal that went off of a shin pad. And they're saying no goal. The puck did tip in, but I think it went in. They're discussing it now at the side of the goal, but I don't think this one's going to count. Just 53 seconds in, and we're going to get Sean Raphael's explanation over to Don Miller. So it will be a face-off. It was a false start. We'll have to get the official word on that, but I can tell you for now it's a face-off over to Tomasik's right. Cam Prath into the face-off circle, tried to win it to his left wing. Jalbert had it go off of his stick over the line. Billy on goal, shooting right pad save. Riley Medvez moving left to right, made a good pad save. as Jalbert got a nice tip up to Billy off of the near side boards. Billy, speaking of tips, he'll just chip it high. Puck is on edge as the Steelmen back up. Jalbert, the lone forechecker there. Over the line on the near side. Plum tried to get a shot off and it rolled off the heel of his blade. Steelmen first on it. Off of the half boards. Ooh. Porchetta with a hard hit along the end boards. Puck goes over to the half boards. Sent right back in from the point on the near side. Steelmen. Winkle gets there first. Jared Winkle plays it below the goal line. Now we've got a delayed call coming up. And as soon as they touch the puck, that's going to be a Regal penalty called here, just a little over 2 minutes into this contest. Give us a second to mention that for the Steelmen, Trey Sidaway, Keegan Fedorko, and Alex Benjestorf are among the not dressed tonight. Kelly Slater, Garrett Dunlop, AJ Dzevelekian, Kurt Toneff, Will Harvey, Josh Cook, Scott Knowles, and Ian Hall, all not dressed for the Steelmen. Jordan Camprath along the near side boards. Plays give and go. Now he's waiting for a screen to develop. There's the one-time shot, and it was a misfire at the side of the goal. Camprath on the point to Fitzgerald down below the goal line, saucered across, and it was a nice snag. Tomasic getting his glove on that one. Good presence of mind there just to saucer that puck across the crease, but good wherewithal there by Tomasic to get across and pick that one out of midair. Face off once again to his right. Camprath up on the left point as they dig away at it. Jordan Picard from behind the goal put it off of the skate out in front, and now back the other way. Here comes Rob Gray. Decides to peel at center. He didn't like the look of that, and seeing as how they're short-handed, puck control will be great here. He faked everyone out. There's the long clear, and it was tipped down by the Steelmen. They're going to get a partial change here. Out comes Davis Frank and Brandon Melsness. Spinorama move over the line, but losing the handle. Puck is sent down ice as Feeney almost made a really gorgeous spinorama play. Oh, the puck bounced off a skate out of the corner, shot on goal, and it was a ripper up high. Ciccone, and he tried to jam it on the rebound. Nearly got it to go. Steelman almost conceding a short-handed marker, but nothing up on the board yet. 0-0 tie, first period. There's a drop towards the goal, and that one off of the right pad on the tip. Oh, actually, they do have Dzevelekian out there dressed. He's listed on the knot. Here's Sheldon below the goal line, and the hard pass through the middle, and the Steelmen are going to have to leave it. They brought it just outside the line, and so now they back up. Sheldon watching the slot. A couple of players cruise by. Puck was put off of the half boards, but not anywhere near to getting to where it needed to be behind the goal. Grandbois in behind the goal, posts up, and the Steelmen clogging up the neutral zone. There's a good hit though. Shelton got the puck free to Arjuna Vanderlingen, and he's gonna cut it over to the front of the net, forcing a bit of a play here, and that'll turn possession over again. Shelton. That's Colby Shelton, and the play brought in just offside at the blue line there, so it'll be a face-off outside of the Steelmen zone. Davis Shelton out to take this face-off here. He's got Osborne over on his left, and they win that draw. The Steelmen do. But it's poked off of the far side boards. And a good turnover here for the Regals. A nice intercept though by Sheldon, and now he's put it up off of the boards. Just a little too far for Feeney. Puck is chopped into the Steelman zone, and the captain will just send it forward. That touch pass by Davis Shelton, he couldn't get it to Fitzgerald, but they do dump it in. And there's a penalty coming up to Davis Shelton, and he heads right over to the box. He knows he just got his stick caught up in the skates of the Regals defense as they were bringing the puck out towards the blue line. And that's going to bring out Grambois, Billy, Porchetta and company.
Looks like down there.
There's a face-off win by the Regals. Grambois playing it over to the left side. Gets a return pass, and the umbrella load, shoots, and there's a right pad save through traffic. Nick Porchetta in front trying to set things up. Kinley also trying to direct traffic. He points to get the shot on goal, but they're boxed out a little high. Billy in the slot. Oh, and a good save swallowed up Riley Medvez as Billy was almost right between the hash marks and let that one rip. 21 seconds off of this first power play for the Powell River Regals. And as we mentioned, they do have a playoff win in their pocket already. That was picked up in late January. And out comes Knowles testing his skates. Scott Knowles, another person we thought wasn't going to be dressed for tonight, but he draws in. Puck is sent to the blue line and knocked down by a high stick. And Billy knew right away that that was the case as he knocks that one down. And it'll be another redo at the face-off circle, or just out at the Pepsi face-off circle, just outside the Steelmen blue line, as well as right in front of their team bench. Andy Hellweger down there is giving Howerton a tap on the shoulder. Might be next up. There's the play at the blue line. Colby Shelton forcing the issue, and now he just sends it in cross ice, and he wants to get a change. And out comes Fitzgerald. He races onto the ice. Zach Fitzgerald, and the puck wrapped around the goal. Billy out in front. He was motioning for the puck. It comes to the point, but it was tipped past the defense. And Porchetta's going to head back and collect this one in behind his own goal. Almost drew a tripping penalty as the Regals 4 deep, now 5 over the line in tight, and it was kicked away as the puck was put through, hoping for the backdoor tip. Kinley drops off. Now to Grambois, right shooting defenseman on the point. Dishes off to the top of the face-off circle. Barely kept it in at the line, or did he? And I think they're stating that it did actually come out over the line. That was very close. That was about as close of a call as they come, but the backside linesmen, as Ryan Sirk and Joel Tudor, are able to see that quite clear. So again, another face-off outside of the Steelmen blue, and the Steelmen win that one. That chop off the half boards. First try didn't get out, second one does. 28 to go in the power play for the Regals. Grambois, total button hook, and brings it back in over the Steelmen blue line. Bounce pass off of the boards. They still have possession. Looking for something out of the corner. Back up to Grambois. Fakes the shot on the near side. Roy had to take it hard off of his stick. Now he winds up near side shot. Took a tip in front off of Gray, and it fluttered up just over the goal. Here's a hard shot from the point. It went off of a body, and it's dove on by Riley Medvez. Riley Medvez keeping his eye firmly on that puck as he really needed top-class concentration to dive on top of that one. It bounced off a body in front, and it took him a second to find it, but he was indeed the first person to find it. 7 shots for the Regals. They nearly steal it and do. Russell looking for help, dishes off. Now he has some help. Samaglia. That one went off of a skate, but a good cover-up by English just outside of the center line. But the Steelmen, and they're just offside by a hair as they tried to finagle that one in on the right side. Not quite able to pull it through, but this time they have the puck a little bit closer to where they want to be. Jared Winkle into the face-off dot. Kinley wins that face-off against Winkle. D to D on the left side. hard pass through. That was tipped by Bobby, and now the puck out to center and over the blue line. Frank tries to cut off the clear end, but Kinley tipped it, but just from his side of center, so that's going to be another face-off, and this time the Steelmen will get it all the way down inside the Powell River Regals territory. Offensive zone face-off. Cicconi's out there for the Regals. Once again, Kinley to take this face-off, but this time it's against Howerton. Regals win the face-off, and now they have control along the far side boards. Game hasn't been quite as physical yet as I thought it might be, but I think that the Steelmen want to play disciplined hockey. Vanderlingen gets on his horse, chases the puck down against Samaglia, who sends it too far for Kinley, but they're saying no icing, so Knowles has to come back, and he puts on the brakes, reverses the angle. Sent it forward, flipped into cross ice. Vanderlingen, stick lift, gets possession, has a look in the slot, gets the puck free. Now Steelman, Howerton shooting through the goal, and looking for the tip in front. And that one nearly, they got it to go. Picard weaving in and out, gets it to the right wing, shot on goal, and it rips wide. Oh, that one had some steam. Plum from the point flips it in below the goal line. Vanderlingen, who started the play, he's in there again trying to force the issue, and he forces them to turn it over, but a good forecheck by Ciccone, and he got the puck inside. There's a shot on goal by Master Donato, and that was blocked. Zavalekian getting in front of that one, and that one's cleared down ice, but they're saying that there was a touch. So Tomasik's going to have to come out and cut that puck off. Jalbert over the line, shooting, and there's a nice save into the leather. Good stop by Riley Medvez. He stayed square to the shooter, top of the blue paint, and he gets set as this draw is going to be over to his left. Roy out on the ice there with Shelton, not to be confused with the Sheldons that are playing for the Steelmen, of course. Roy, left side boards, cleared it cross ice and hard. Race for the puck, and it was reversed on the near side boards. Will it get over the line? No. Roy goes for a skate, has a look in the middle, thought about backhanding it, but he got rubbed out on the far side. But again, the Regals doing a good job of keeping pressure and pinching at the blue. Bobby looking long range, finds Brandon Melsness, who takes it neatly off his skates, gets the backhand in deep. Good reversal, though, by the goaltender Tomasik. The clear wasn't quite as good, though. Melsness having a look around, hard snap pass into the skates. Oh, Jordan Camprath, and he got hit by Gray while he was trying to find the puck in his skates. And Gray is going to be headed off for the Regals for interference. So with a shade under half of the, or a shade over half the period played, the Steelmen will go on the power play here. The shots 8 for the Regals and 4 for the Steelmen. And you heard Andy Hellweger talking about it as Master Donato heads onto the ice, the final penalty killer here, that they want to take a page out of the Regals book and just start pounding shots on goal and looking for those rebounds, getting that traffic in front. Let's see if the Steelmen can fill that credo. Shot on goal by Fitzgerald, and that one's snagged. Nice glove action there as Tomasik. He's such a big goaltender. When I was coming back behind the goal, leaving rink side, you just see how much of him is over top of the crossbar when he's standing straight up. Look at even now as he's down into position covering the far side in that squat. He still covers most of the net. Jordan Camprath on the near side. Umbrella shot on goal by Fedorko, and he nearly got that one to go. Steelman now with some sustained pressure. Fitzgerald going for a skate. Zach Fitzgerald, his pass was neatly picked out. There's a play at the side of the goal, and Fitzgerald, as he came out of the corner, that was looking dangerous. That puck sent down on ice. Puck is sent inside the Steelmen territory. Now exactly 1 minute off of this power play. They've got half to go. Stretch pass to center. Picked up in flight. Inside, outside. Fedorko looking for some help. Was trying to put it off the half boards, but it was neatly cut out. Here's a race for the puck. Ciccone tracking down Shelton, but he's going to spin and go for a skate. Nice touch pass to Feeney. Looking sharp as he heads in. Head up into the slot shot on goal, and that one right in between the wickets, and Feeney, good eyes to pick out Melsness right in the slot there, and they fire that one. And they've got one of their most meaningful shots on goal here to date. But Tomasic has been solid in his, and I can actually see from the penalty box, trying to get directions whether he should come out and join the action or not. Near side for Feeney, shoots, scores! Top shelf! Feeney on the power play, Dane Feeney. Tomasic's a tall goaltender, but he finally got him to crouch down just a little bit to commit to the butterfly. And Dane Feeney rips it top shelf, a right shooting forward, and he made no mistake as he guides that laser trapper side top shelf. So the Steelmen draw first blood here on the power play with Gray in the penalty box for interference. Sawyer plays over the line. Shot on goal. There's a good block, and the puck bounced up in the air. Colby Shelton doing a good job sacrificing his body there. He got down in front of that one, so the puck didn't have to trouble his keeper, Riley Medvez. Ooh, that one bounced off of the skate of the forechecking Howerton as the Regals looking for an out. There's a nice touch pass. Jalbert headed towards the goal. Shot on net, and that's off of the right pad. Hooked towards the middle, and again, neatly cut off by the Steelmen. Bobby to center, trying to find Arjuna Vanderlingen, and that one tips out over the, nearly out over the glass, but stays in play. Brandsma had trouble keeping that away from Davis Shelton, and Shelton just sends it in towards the goal, and it's a good decision. It'd be another offensive zone face-off here, and now suddenly, upon a time, the shots were 8-4 in favor of the Regals, and now it's 9-8 in favor of the Regals. That last power play really spiced things up for the Steelmen, and they have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Nice pass to Knowles, holds, and he put that off of a pad. Here's a break for Gray, in on goal, right shooting forward, holding, shoots it, a left pad save, rebound put off of the shin pad, and a good defensive play in front. Gray still searching for offense here, puts it to the point. Grambois returns it to Gray, top of the face-off circle, hard pass to Brandsma, shoots, and that's off of the stick of David Osborne. Puck is played in behind the goal. Roy stepping in. Puck put off of the half boards, not out. Grambois through traffic, it was knocked down, but that was by Fedorko. And now the Steelmen turning it back the other way. Osborne, head of steam, plays it to Fitzgerald. Has Osborne heading towards the goal after he sidesteps that hip check by Brandsma. Almost played to the point, but lost the handle, but almost as well. Puck put through the crease looking for Knowles, who came crashing in, but he had his stick lifted at the last second. Would have been a hard shot to play. Puck teed up by the goaltender Medvez. Gets it to the defense. One of the Steelmen lost his stick completely as he was trying to cut off that middle play. Sheldon into the slot, holds, shoots, and a right pad save, and a gorgeous save. Tomasic looking big on that play. Nice spinorama by Ciccone to pull the puck in. He has Russell going to the goal, but it was tipped away. Oh, that could have been dangerous. Russell just another half step, and he would have been there, and the puck takes a tip off of the stick in front of the net. And a big smile from the defenseman's face as they get off the ice unscathed. Still a neutral plus minus after that tip in front of the goal. And it was a not too difficult of a play, but certainly had goaltender Riley Medvez on his toes as he had to react, moving a little bit right to left. readjusted with the trapper, and he made that stop. There's a face-off win by the Regals. Sameglia didn't like the look of that pass. It might have set him up for an odd man break in favor of the Steelmen. Big breakaway save off of Gray by Riley Medvez on shot number 11 out of the corner, and good work behind the net by the Steelmen's Melness. Frees it up ice, finds Camprath in the middle, in flight. Left face-off circle, one hands it, runs into the ref, turns around though, has the puck, sends it up top. Colby Shelton shooting, and that one, goaltender lost sight of it, but it went up high over the goal. Regals kind of in sustain mode here, but Jalbert, a nice pass off the boards to Billy, 2-on-1, shooting, and it's all swallowed up. Oh, and it went wide of the goal. The defense got back in time and got rid of the puck. Great action here inside the Nanaimo Ice Centre. More action than you can shake a stick at. Picard up off of the far side boards inside the Regal zone. Appealing for a penalty, but not going to get one as Fitzgerald throws his man to the ice, but gets a return hit. One hand, tried to backhand it into the slot. Feeds Fedorko, shoots, looking for the tip, and it just about got touched in front. Steelmen now hungry on the puck. Jamming away at it off of the boards. Puck is played behind the net, and now Roy has Gray, who had that breakaway attempt earlier, got stymied by Medvez, but now they have control. Porchetta trying to put it to the middle, and Shelton had that one go off his hockey pants. Arjuna Vanderlengen chases down Shelton, and now the puck is tipped in over the line. Sat there at the top of the face-off circle for a minute, but now the Steelmen rally it behind the goal. That puck eluded Feeney, so he has to kick it off of his skates, but they're going to get this puck moving here as they get to the blue line. Nice hesitation there, allows time to regroup here for the Steelmen all the way through the middle, and that one's tipped in by Howerton. Gets in quickly, Grambois right on him, in behind the goal, but he shakes him off. Pass to the point, knocked down by Feeney. Played it off his hand. They were appealing for a covering of the puck. Not going to get it. Russell on the near side. One-on-one as he backs up the D, but a good job. Zavlekian getting in the way and just forcing him wide. That's off of the boards. Pardon me, that was Kettlewell that got his stick in the way, and he's going to help set things up here. Plum. Andrew Plum, the alternate captain, big man out on the ice. You can't miss him. Although there's a lot of big boys out there, as Ciccone that tipped the puck in for the Regals. He's one of them. Steelmen reverse it to the near side, and accepting a bump was Zavlekian to make the play. Off of the boards. Winkle tried to move it out front, but the play is broken up, and now Jalbert 3 away for the Regal. Sameglia, he's going to have a man trapped, and he tried to circle at the line. That's going to be offside, and we'll get a stop in the action with 2:30 remaining in this opening period. A 1-0 lead established off of the stick of Dane Feeney. Able to send a beautiful shot, top shelf, as he turned and wired it on the power play. And that's the only one that we got so far. 1-0 lead for the Steelmen in this playoff game. Puck is sent in by Billy. Actually, it went off of the backside linesman, Joel Tudor. Oh, and look at that hit on the far side. Brandsma stepping into his man. He got a good piece of Jared Winkle. Intercept by Feeney towards the net. There's a backhand pass, and across the crease, trying to find Winkle in flight. There's a tip at the side of the goal, and Winkle gets the return pass. Oh, he's creating havoc from behind the goal. Nice recovery by Colby Shelton at the line. Puck goes off of the ref, but they're a diving Winkle trying to keep the play alive. He tried to play it back. The puck does come outside, but the Steelmen still have possession. Bobby backing up, and he feeds Colby Shelton. Shelton got it forward for Winkle, who's going to buy his mates time to get out and change. One of them's Jordan Picard, who watches the slot now. Keegan Fedorko is another as he backs up. He's on the left defense. Puck is tipped over the line. Kettlewell moved it forward, and now Winkle just chips it high. There goes Brandon Melsness. hounding Smaglia, lifts his stick, and the bump is on in the corner, but Smaglia played it behind the net. Sawyer reversing that one, but his mates weren't ready for the pass. Last minute of play. Melsness just chewing up time and space along the boards. He's such a big man, but that one was tapped forward, and a good play up to Gray, and he's onside, and he has a trail, and Sawyer knocks it down into the slot. He's going to find the puck, but he wants to set it back up. Shelton stays outside the line for support at the side of the goal, into the slot. Left pad save, rebounded into the glove. Look what I found. Riley Medvez, leather larceny. What a challenge by Riley Medvez, and if a smile paints a picture or 1,000 words, you take your pick, but big smile for his mates, and why not? Riley Medvez comes up with a big stop, potting that one in the leather. Face-off is won by the Steelmen, but there actually was a tip on the way down ice, so it's a live puck. Tomasic's not bothered though. Look at him play it out. Oh, the puck was intercepted at the line. Here's a potential 3-on-2. Shelton into the middle, one-time shot. Oh, and a big save. Rebound into the middle. Hold, shoots. Oh! And another beautiful glove stop. Are you kidding me? Back-to-back leather larceny. How do you like that? Oh boy, we got some goaltending tonight. Face off over to Tomasic's left. Pardon me, his right, just a shade under 15 seconds. Davis Shelton gets waved out of the face-off circle. Osborne was going to play in his stead, but it looks like Fitzgerald's going to come in. Left shooting forward, wants to try and play it on the backhand. Same with his countertop. Bobby shooting through traffic, looking for the tip. Sheldon was in front. Ciccone back down ice, and he's got 7 seconds. Over the line, wires it, and again, Riley Medvez says, no way, not from that distance, I gotcha. And he swallows that one up in the trapper with 3.5 seconds remaining in period one. Once again, thanks for joining us here on the Steelmen YouTube channel. Live presentation here from inside the Nanaimo Ice Centre. There's a face-off win. Sawyer, and he plowed that one from distance. They're saying it was tipped, so they might have a chance at one more face-off win. Maybe try and reload Sawyer on the left point. Maybe Ciccone on the inside right, but it's going to have to be a bang-bang, and off the face-off, they try and get the shot off, and they can't get that one to go. After 20 minutes, the Steelmen, the only one up on the board. A power play goal. Dane Feeney just shortly after the halfway point of the opening period, and a great play. Dane Feeney just finding a little bit of room, top shelf, and he wired it up over top of the trapper of goaltender Tomasic. What a good crowd here tonight that we have here on hand. Seeing a lot of folks that you see for some of the VIU Mariners games, some of the college crowd as well. And the drinks, only $5 tonight. Take a, oh. Anyways, great night so far. We're just going to step away for a minute, and we'll be back with a couple of moments talking about the first period and the 1-0 lead held by the Nanaimo Steelmen over the Regals. We'll be back in a moment with more Steelmen Senior A hockey on the Steelmen YouTube channel. Don't go away.
So you all set up, Renzo?
Yeah, we're rocking. Yeah. Oh, see, and that's what I come here for, right? I know, but the fact that it happened back to back at both ends, I love it. Yeah. Oh, right on. Oh, are you a Raymond Ward fan? Yeah.
He's got so much Bobby Horse. I got him from
I got a lot of Barry.
Very good. Yeah, you know.
Yeah,
think so. Why?
His phone died. That's why I got no music.
Well, it's still warm. I know that one. No, I like they were. That's the, you know, so I've been doing that for just over 7 years. Well, all of the big names are coming out tonight. How are you, Mark? How are you? I don't know if you're feeling up to it, but in the second intermission, yes, I do have a second set. I should be able to make it work. I'll ask Bryce to make sure, though. Make sure we can.
Yes, I got my stir about 13.
yeah, I've actually called a couple of.
They used to sit up in the gondolas there. Larry Thomas, CHB radio.
Oh, that it's
Never pursued after career, but I was
well, that's the thing, right? It's not, you know, it's not necessarily like there, you know, select people can do it as you know their profession.
Jim Taylor.
Yeah, but ultimately, you know, for a lot of us, it has to be kind of like here's what we, right? But there's nothing.
Look at Donnie Taylor.
Yeah.
Still public man Victoria there. Was it Don Dolly and Don and Dolly?
Yeah.
Donnie Taylor used to play. He's been at it a long time. Yeah, that's why I Mark was saying about me.
Yeah. We've had some great chats there. So he's got to be enjoying this one in a couple of nights back-to-back saves.
What is that goal there for them?
Tomasic, actually, you know what I got to do is I got to go head ringside actually because I sent Don a message, but I got to go get the roster.
Yeah, I'll let you go. I know Don quite well too.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you got. Take care.
How you been? I follow you all the time on Facebook. Yeah, I know you're a celebrity. Hey, Gord! Hey, Gord!
So it's a 1-0 lead for the Nanaimo Steelmen. A power play goal. Dane Feeney tallying for the Steelmen. And that's the only scoring that we've got to tell you about. 15 shots for the Regals. 13 for the Steelmen as we get set to drop the puck. Here on this one, Justin Salmon drops the puck and we're live as Knowles has the puck inside his own blue. Nice pass up to Fitzgerald. Zach Fitzgerald along the near side boards, tries to put it to the middle for Osborne. A little bit too much in front of David. Now the puck is down the far side with one in the middle. Oh, and it took a tip in front of the goal. That was scary. Good reactionary save by Medvez, getting the left pad tight to the post. Four-man scrum along the boards, and the Steelmen managed to tip it loose. And now it's collected by Sawyer inside his own zone, but his hard pass. Oh, and one of the Osborne, I don't think he was noticing Sheldon coming and got spun around, but he seems to be okay. Hard hit off of the corner. Puck is sent to the point. Into the middle, looking for the tip, and that one went right through the crowd. Nearly touched there, but Brett Kingley unable to get a deflection on that one in front of the goal. Swept to the point. Ciccone on the near side for Branswell. Shoots, and that's off of the skate of Fitzgerald. And now the puck is under control. Melsness sidesteps a hit. Has Melsness going to the middle. Fitzgerald holding. Oh, and he got a good stick check off of Brambois, who managed to just get him hard enough. Sheldon moves in, tried to take a shot, and a good block there by Ciccone, and now the puck is tipped to the blue line. Gray has to slow it down, and he's stripped by Melsness and coming back in his own zone. To Colby Sheldon, to the captain, Bobby. Hard down ice, no one able to touch that aerial pass. So after a minute 45 played here in the second period, a face-off will come back into Steelman territory here. Nick Porchetta to take this face-off. McRoy on his wing. Bransma tried to backhand it to the right point. Couldn't get it to go, but Porchetta tips it in, keeps the puck alive, top of the face-off circle, and he rips one. That one's up over the blocker and out of play, or pardon me, down ice, as it took a tip off of the glass, and the play is still live. So Davis Frank watching, same with Andrew Plum in front of the goal. They've got the middle of the ice covered, and that forced them to send it to Nick Porchetta. Medvez out to touch the puck behind his own goal. The Steelmen tried the left side into the slot. Porchetta shoots, and charging out was Medvez as he got his body big and threw his shoulder up. Didn't touch it though. Hard pass to Porchetta. He couldn't control that. And Grambois picks up the puck at center, backtracks into his own zone with Semeglia. And now he looks for a pass, finds it at the line for Gray, over to Porchetta, shooting, and that was tipped partially by Feeney. Steelman with a chance. Feeney opens himself up, and he has a winger, 2-on-3, tries to cut inside. Almost got it to go, but Winkle comes back and steals the puck, protecting, puts on the brakes. The side of the goal, oh, what a one-time play and a big stop. Laszlo Tomasic, left to right, and he gets the pads down and tight to the post. Nice save by Laszlo Tomasic. Great action here, and what presence of mind. Jared Winkle holding on until he found help in the form of Sheldon, and that pass to the side of the goal, a thing of beauty. but we're still just a 1-0 lead for the Steelmen as they get a face-off. They're going to need a redo here. Over to the right of Tomasic. Puck put behind the goal, flipped off of the boards, and it will come outside the line as Winkle's really being tracked down by Gavin Mastrodonato. Nice swing pass from Feeney. Finds a man in motion. One going to the goal. That's Frank into the slot, tipped through, and Feeney got a weak shot away, but it was enough to test the shoulder. Look out, heads up. And the puck comes up into the crowd. Here you got a real close look at that puck as it scooted up underneath the camera, but nobody got hurt. No one was injured in the filming of this broadcast, at least not yet. Who knows though, I might get the gestures going and maybe accidentally whack myself in the forehead. You never know. Things get pretty crazy in here sometimes, and especially when you've got the Powell River Regals in town. Their defense have done a really good job jumping into the play and giving their forwards options, but they haven't been able to hit the twine yet. Vanderlingen, oh, he was looking to go inside, but the play is still alive for the Steelmen. Into the middle, one-time shot, oh, and a nice block, a save. Actually, I think it was off of the goal stick of Tomasic. The Steelmen getting a good, quick shot off. Zevelekian joining the play, and he's been quite noticeable here this evening. Puck is down ice for Vanderlingen, holds, tried to feed Feeney, but now they'll bring it in over the line. They drag Vanderlingen, going in the middle, shoots, rebound at the side of the goal, and that was nearly collected on the rebound. Howerton was just out of reach of the puck. He would have had a nice opportunity. Kinley to his forehand, shooting, and he drew a penalty, but he's stopped by the goaltender, and it's a big save by Riley Medvez to make sure that his team stays up 1-0, but he's going to have an even more difficult time doing that as there's a power play about to set here for the Steelmen. So a power play now for the Regals. Mastrodonato into the face-off circle. He's got Russell on his left, got it to him, fighting tooth and nail. So it's a hooking call. Regals tried the wraparound. Where's the puck? And it bounced off of the goaltender's pad and into the corner. Gray resumes possession. Hard pass to Mastrodonato up through the slot, but they have possession at the point. Roy opening up, sidestepping for his defense partner, shooting, and that was through traffic. Gray in front looking for a tip, but he got spun around just enough by the captain, Brendan Bobby, to keep him from getting a touch on that puck. And Kinley into the face-off circle, wins it to Ciccone, back to Sawyer on the right point, moving in, shoots, and it's swallowed up top of the blue paint. Riley Medvez with Nick Porchetta in front, looking for some tasty leave-ins, but none forthcoming from Riley Medvez. That's stop number 18 on the night as he clears a little bit of snow out of his crease. Kinley into the face-off circle. Brett Kinley, left shooting forward, tries to draw back on the backhand, and the Steelmen, they'll just send it down ice, and that's right on goaltender Laszlo Tomasic, and he'll tee it up at the side of the goal. Brock Sawyer winds it up, passing on the near side. Here comes Ciccone. Into the slot, shot on goal, sticked away, and that goes up into the netting with Nick Porchetta once again posted up at the left side of the goal, but nothing that he can work with there. And it'll be a face-off over to the left of Riley Medvez. The Porchetta line's going to stay out here. There's a face-off win by the Regals. Up top to the point, near side for Sawyer. Has a look, defers to the right side. They play it down to the goal line. 59 to go in the power play. Once again, below the goal line, up top for Sawyer on the near side. Ciccone, he tried a shot and Sheldon got his stick in front. Billy on the left side over to Sawyer. Left shooting defender. Thought about loading on the near side. Ciccone moving in. He was looking back door and he just couldn't get it to go, and that brings the puck all the way out. He knew exactly where he wanted to put it, but Ciccone just a little too fine. Billy into the slot, shoots, and that's a ripper. Didn't miss by much. Fitzgerald turns, gives it to Ciccone, shooting, scores! And it took a tip on the way in, someone's stick, but it doesn't matter. It's a power play goal, and both teams have one of those. 1-1, courtesy of Ciccone letting that blast go on the power play. And now he joins Dane Feeney in the power play goal club, and it's a 1-1 tie. Playoff game and playoff implications. The Regals already one playoff win in this round robin format. Puck is sent in and Tomasic will tee it up behind the goal for Sawyer. Hard pass went off of the skate, but no panic there as they'll reverse it. Here on the near side, Brandsma played it forward for Billy, but he was stuffed at the line and the puck didn't get out thanks to Jordan Picard's stick. Melsness watching the middle of the ice through, and the puck was tipped at the last second by Zavalekian, and now there's a race for the puck. Melsness on top of Mastrodonato. There's a hit in the corner by Brendan Bobby. He got a hit returned to him, but there he goes. All the way down ice, Melsness just knifes it in. Once again, Tomasic out to play the puck, but this time, the puck was sent down ice, and Gray, it was a set play, and Nick Porchetta complaining. He was hoping that they were going to let that go for a long stretch pass, but there no such thing to materialize, and it'll be a face-off to Tomasic's left. Nick Porchetta to take this draw against the goal scorer, Dane Feeney. Both Feeney's a right shooting forward, tried to chip it to himself. Goes in quickly on the puck, trying to get it away from Travis Grambois. Grambois plays it back, giving them a chance to reset from behind their own goal. And they'll do that now. Garrett Brandsma skating it to center, in over the blue line, has some room, shoots, and it's reeled in. Initially the save was made, but the puck popped out in front of Medvez, and he had to reel it in with his goal stick. Doesn't get much tighter than this. It's a 1-1 tie so far. Power play goal for each. Dane Feeney and Ciccone scoring. There's a tip of the goal stick into the corner. Fedorko tries to right his man. There's a quick shot and a big defensive block in front. And the backside referee is calling a penalty for a trip, and it's going to go against Knowles. Scott Knowles headed to the box. His stick got kind of tied up in Kinley's skates, and he wasn't able to free it without pulling him down a little bit. And I think one of the Regals had something happen to his stick. That was Ciccone, who has the goal for the Regals that has us knotted at ones. Brett Kinley didn't win the draw, but he got help from Porchetta to get it back. Sawyer, return from Billy, now Sawyer on the near side one time, and it's a right pad save. Puck is tipped back to Ciccone, who already has one. Up top for Sawyer, over to the right side. The hold, shot, scores, Billy, and he puts it up over the Trapper side, and it's a 2-1 lead on the power play once again. 2 power play goals for the Powell River Regals, and it's that deadly cross seam pass for one of the players that floats down towards that face-off circle right in that dot area, and this time that's where Billy went to work. Riley Billy, and he makes it a 1-goal lead for the Regals on shot number 25. Regals win that face-off, and now a race for the puck. One out by the Steelmen. Fitzgerald tried to feed Osborne in flight, but Davis Shelton's going to join the fray. Puck bouncing, gets to the blue line, not out. Can they keep it alive? Everyone's reaching out for it. Backdoor steal, and they're calling it offside, I think. Or maybe a hand pass, I'm not sure why the stoppage, but it looks like they're considering it offside, so it will come outside the zone, outside of the Regal zone. Brock Sawyer picking up an assist on that power play goal. Face-off won by the Steelmen, and they'll dump it in. There, Brandsma rode hard into the boards. That was a good hit by Zach Fitzgerald, and that's the kind of compete level that the Steelmen are going to need right now. Here's a race for the puck. Sheldon got in front of Mastrid and Otto, but he holds up. Alex Jalbert, far side, puts to the point, looking for the tip in front. Sawyer let that one go, and off of the goal pad, where is it? And stuffed up against the post. Good job by Riley Medvez as he kept that left skate hooked right over top of the puck at the far side of the post. And I'll tell you, that looks like it hurt just watching it, the way he was leaning backwards with his back, but trying to get every extra inch he could with his left skate right up against the post, and that was an important save. Perchetta into the face-off, wins it back. 11:07 to go, second period. Puck is played below the goal line, and Porchetta takes it on the backhand. Fending off Bobby into the slot, shot on goal, left pad save. Great kick save by Riley Medvez, and he's keeping his team alive here right now. Brandon Melsness plays it to the captain, Brendan Bobby, uses the boards, light tip forward by Picard. Melsness cuts off the lane on the near side, but the pass from Roy is a good one. Oh, and a nice skate by Brendan Bobby, gets the puck outside the line, and that's going to force the Regals to touch up. The Regals very disciplined here so far in this second period. Positionally, they're supporting the puck well. The puck goes off of a stick, and Winkle tried to get on top of it, but Gray found it, takes it to the right wing, into the middle for Kinley, and a good stick at the last second. Here's a chance for a counter. Jordan Picard, oh, and he put it off of the skate of Gray, and now Melsness off of the boards. Takes a hard hit from Gray as he comes in and throws his weight around. They're going to try the far side. There's a tip, potential 2-on-1, maybe 3-on-1. Roy to the middle with Russell in the slot. Tipped. Oh, and the stretch by Riley Medvez, and it never came to his pad. Huge defensive play by the Steelmen. Cross seam pass. Shot on goal, and it ripples off the outside of the mesh. Oh, and they just want to slow things down here a little bit. Nice little one-touch pass on the backhand. Steelman really slowing it down. Zevelekian, though, Melsness, oh, he had almost had the puck knocked off of his stick by Ciccone, but Ciccone wound up dropping his stick. There's a searching pass for Melsness. Tried to knock it down. He gets some help from Winkle. Pass through the middle. There's a saucer inside, and they're considering Feeney offside at the line. He didn't have control as he came in, and with 8:56 remaining in period number 2, Steelman trailing by 1, but those shots have piled back up in favor of the Powell River Regals. They now have 27, and as you heard me mention, shot number 25 was of the most dangerous variety on the power play. Brock Sawyer setting his team up for a power play goal. Jared Winkle trying to hang his left skate on the blue line, couldn't get it done. Would have probably had a big tear in the hockey pants if he had of, at the very least. Face off outside of the Regals blue line. Steelmen have 17 shots. They broke through on the power play in the first period. haven't been able to register one since Dane Feeney's goal. Speaking of which, he has the puck. Nice saucer pass, waits for help, defers behind the goal, waits for Winkle. He's going to pile up along the boards. Feeney's going to go back in and help dig. And dig he does against Mastrodonato. Puck is put off of the base of the goalpost. Alex Jalbert, nice presence of mind to wait a half second, and now it's a 2-on-3 the other way. Mastrodonato into the slot, tried to find Billy, who has that power play goal. There's a solid hit, and the Steelmen are gonna like that, and they counter-attack on the middle, waiting for Feeney. There, Winkle curls, has a look into the middle. Again holds hard cross ice pass, and he can't find Brendan Bobby, but Bobby recovers up top to the umbrella. Andrew Plum shoots, and that was blocked in front. Gets a rebound, and he's just going to play it below the goal line for Feeney into the slot. Oh, and it was almost pushed in, and all sorts of traffic in front. Davis Frank almost got knocked into the goal, but a big pile up on goaltender Laszlo Tomasic, but the puck stays out, courtesy of Tomasic and Nick Porchetta. So they get the net back on the moorings after that little bowling ball play. But Tomasic doing a good job standing his ground, and Porchetta helping back him up, make sure that that puck stayed out. Davis Frank, he was very close to knotting this game up. Davis Shelton into the face-off. Plum rips it behind the goal. They're going to get some help from Bobby as he comes in, forces the issue down low, and now Osborne trying to flush them out. Roy gets it as far as the Steelman blue line and no further. Bobby gets a return pass, and they're looking for the breakout. Holds, that goes off of a stick. Osborne gloves it down, has Shelton on his wing, but a good body there, and now on the counterattack, Porchetta, and he has Roy going to the middle. There's a pass up top, and this shot, rebound kicked out, and Roy trying to dig away and diving out to cover it. Riley Medvez finds it 5 feet away from his blue paint. There's a shot, and that one goes wide of the goal as they announce the lucky ticket winner there. I think that's for the golfing package, I believe. Out of the corner, Sawyer trying to move it out front, and a good stick by Zevelekian to break that up. There's a bump off of the boards, and now Hubert Pinot trying to find Howerton, but Porchetta snuck in, stole the puck, holding, shoots, and he went top, and he was looking to go high side, and that one goes up around the goal and around to the near side boards. Steelmen fortunate there that that didn't turn into something worse. Zevelekian, nice pass to Vanderlingen, who has some help. Howerton going to the goal, tries to protect the puck. Oh, he's being draped all over the back there, and a good defensive play by the Regals. Managed to do it all without taking a penalty. And in behind his own goal, Zevelekian, oh, nice stick handling there. The pass, though, getting a little bit in front of Brandon Melsness, and they wave off the icing. There's a counter-attack at play. Brett Kinley on the follow-up as they take it wide. One in the slot is Ciccone, and that one was knocked down by Jordan Picard. Up to Russell, took it off of the stick at the near side, and they score. They find Ciccone for his second. He was wide open, but they drew everybody over to the right point, and that hard cross-ice pass set it up, and Ciccone with his second goal of the night. So a 3-1 lead now established by the Regals. And the Alex Jalbert line will be out with Mastrodonato and Riley Billy, who also scored to tie this thing. Actually, they had the go-ahead goal. Davis Frank at center, and he'll just chip it in deep. Tomasic calmly out to play it, drops off for his defense. And away they come out to their blue line now, skating it quickly to center. Sawyer holding, takes it all the way around the net, looking for the wraparound. It went off a skate through the crease, almost bounced in. Shelton holding on to the puck, backhand saucer through the crease, and Frank is going to find it on the other side, and he has to look out as Davis Frank saw the train coming. Feeney waiting at the line as the puck is tipped in. They look like they might be a little bit out of gas here, though, as Feeney goes after the puck, and he had the puck go underneath his stick. And that provides a counter here as Billy's away. Joining him is Mastrodonato. Over the line to his backhand, snapping it on goal, and that's swallowed up right into the crest and then down in between the pads. Riley Medvez, you have to think he's got to be airtight now, considering the way the game has gone. He's going to be relied upon to try and hold the fort here and give the Steelmen a chance to maybe get a little bit of offense of their own. But a face-off over to Medvez's right. Comes back to English. Roy on the backhand after the pass, and he tried to backhand it to the net. Porchetta joining them there as they start to apply all sorts of pressure. The puck is knocked down and kicked forward. Here's a chance back the other way. David Osborne, wide stance. There's a shot. Oh, and it went off of the shoulder. Left shoulder save. Tomasic, he didn't know where it went, but it was a great save as he covered his ground. Plum holds, shoots, and a diving block. Oh, and that pass just eludes Roy. It tipped off the edge of his stick. Otherwise, he had a breakaway on Medvez. Tomasic out to play it behind his goal. Osborne in. Fitzgerald looking for some help. Up top to Plum, cross crease. Oh, and he was looking for Sheldon, but he tips it to the point. Shot on goal. That one bounces off of Porchetta in the slot. Still kept alive. Puck goes off of a skate. Plum has to readjust, and he's going to take a hit right in front of the Regals bench, but Plum coming back to help out as Gray enters the zone at the side of the goal. Porchetta trying to stick handle through, and there's a penalty coming up. It might be for Porchetta interfering with the goaltender as he went too hard to the goal. And it looked like he was just a little too forceful through the blue paint. And I think Nick Porchetta is going to get the interference call. Has a little conversation with Sean Raphael, but I think that's still going to be a gate open situation for the Regals. And what? I think that's what it is. I'm not sure here yet, because I still see 5 players on the ice. Now they're going to withdraw one, as they hadn't quite yet. And Nick Porchetta, he'll head over to the box very begrudgingly. He took about the maximum amount of time he can. He almost hit his chin on the way into the box. But face off now inside, over to the right of Laszlo Tomasic. The Steelmen at the blue line. Puck kept in by Sheldon. Nice pass below. Another saucer pass from Feeney in front, looking for the tip. Puck bounces down and covering up Laszlo Tomasic. He's such a big goaltender. He just fell down and nobody could touch the puck. He just covers up so much of the crease, even lying down. As I told you, leaving the ice, behind the ice surface just before the start of the game, it's amazing how big of a goaltender he is. Lots of size and great concentration. He's been great here tonight. Face-off win. Zevelekian barely got that pass over to Davis Shelton, but he made it work. Feeney defers. One on the near side is Zevelekian as they try and open up a seam, but they can't get it to go. And now here's a chance back the other way, shorthanded, at least a 2-on-1 with Kinley going to the middle. They try and feed him. Oh, and he scores! The pass out of the corner was on the button, and he put it up over the sprawling right leg of Riley Medvez, and it's a 4-1 lead, and it's a shorthanded goal for the Powell River Regals, all totally against the flow of play, but it was that quick breakout out of the zone, and they spotted the opportunity, and they got down ice quickly. And just like that, it's a 4-1 lead, and the Steelmen with plenty of work to do, but they still have $1.25 on the power play. but they're going to have to string a few passes together. That one flipped out to center, but it's kind of a gimme there for Fitzgerald, but that one goes off of a skate. So Ciccone getting an assist on that goal. From behind the net come the Steelmen, 45 on the power play. Button hook by Picard, working off the half boards. He has two players, one on either side of him, wearing a white jersey. One of them was Russell. And the Steelmen trying to get their bench going as they're really starting to talk now. They're in front of their home crowd. Fitzgerald trying to drive, puts the shoulder down, trying to get it to the net, and it's covered up. Paddle along the ice, and the trapper down on top of the puck. Laszlo Tomasic covers up shot number 21. So it should be a face-off over to his left. Laszlo Tomasic as Hubert Pinot into the face-off dot. Keegan Fedorko behind him on the right point. Puck goes into the corner. Colby Shelton digging away for it. Now he gets some help from the backside. 3 black jerseys there, but time winding down on this power play. 10 seconds to go on it. Gray with Roy in the middle, and one going hard. There's a shot off of the shoulder, and now the Steelmen might have a chance. Vanderlingen away to center, has some speed, takes it wide, puts it to the middle off of the skate, and it was a good defensive play. And now the bodies are starting to rock around a little bit as Porchetta took a hit. And he comes in and throws one as well on Hubert Pinot, who kicked it to the corner, but with 1:10 remaining in the period, they'll start out from behind their own goal. Semaglia tried the pass on the far side. Oh, look at that tip by Porchetta. Has Alex Galber going to the middle, gets it there. Oh, and a beautiful back tack by Jared Winkle, and they have one far down ice. Feeney says he touched it. And he did, so the play goes on. Feeney hot on it behind the goal. 46 seconds remaining in the period. Steelmen down by the triplet. Colby Shelton in his own zone. Played it down the wing for Jared Winkle. Gets onside. Drops off the puck. Nice cross ice. Back to Winkle on the back door, and he just couldn't control the hard pass. And it had to be. There's a shot off the outside of the post. 24 seconds remaining. Feeney working his way along the boards. Fished out. Now saucered to the point. The Shelton tried to put it through. Too many blockers in front. Winkle now with 12 seconds. Feeney turns, and he just dishes to no one. And a good backtrack there by Brendan Bobby, and he snaps it back inside the zone, but that'll be the last play for all intents and purposes in period number 2. And the curtain closes after 40 minutes with a 4-1 lead. The Regals having a dominant period. They were down 1-0 headed into period number 2, and 4 unanswered goals in the second frame. Just going to take a moment here and check on our setup here, see if I can So we're just trying to set up logistics here to see if we can get the second headset live and going here. As I mentioned, it's kind of a cavalcade tonight of all sorts of different sports personalities, not just from Nanaimo, but all over the island, including Powell River and Campbell River. Got to talk to a couple of them in the first intermission, just off camera, of course. But Well, it looks like Bryce might have found a way.
Good to go?
Yeah, I think we've got the thumbs up. Well, I've got Mark McDonald, the VIJHL president, and Mark, first of all, just I'm not sure if our listeners actually heard it, well, because we did have a hot mic, but good hockey so far.
Very good hockey. I kind of betwixt in between who to root for, though. I'm from Powell River, watched the Regals growing up, and then Jordan Kemprath, he's the vice president of the VIJHL. He's a defenseman and a winger for the Steelmen. So I told him I was going to bring some rotten vegetables out tonight to throw at him, but I forgot them at home. He's playing pretty good, though. It is really good hockey. Amazing goaltending.
I knew that, and for the folks that don't know, Mark McDonald actually used to be a goaltender at a very competitive level, and he's even shared the ice with some very notable personalities. I don't know if you want to pop into that before we cover Laszlo Tomasic and his counterpart Riley Medvez and their job tonight.
Well, when I came from Powell River, and I had a couple of invitations to some junior camps. So I go out to Billings Bighorns in 1978, and the coach was Dave King, who coached the Olympic team.
Wow.
And they had this kid with a great glove hand from Penticton. His name was Andy Moog. Then they had this kid skating around. His name was Mike Vernon. He was 14. He didn't play junior for them. So I lasted 2 days and got cut. And I had a tryout with Victoria Cougars. So I go down to Victoria, and the goaltender there is this black kid named Grant Fuhrer. So Grant didn't make it that year. He went back to Spruce Grove, but he was supposed to come to Nanaimo and play for the Clippers. So Larry McNabb, the coach of the Clippers, said, "No, I don't want him. He won't be any good." So when I got cut, I'm in the dressing room, and Jimmy Dawes takes me aside, and he says, "Well, what are we going to do with you? You may as well come to Nanaimo because you need a goalie." And that's how I ended up here, and I never left. And I told Larry years later, I said, "You could have had Grant Fuhrer, you still got me."
Yeah.
That's a bad trade.
I don't know, but maybe he, I don't know. This is probably kind of a controversial question, but do you believe in things happening for a reason, or dare I use the word fate?
Absolutely. I absolutely. I mean, every time I see Jimmy Dawes, I get a smile on my face. And I think, back when we played, we used to bill it as kids under bantam. So Jimmy Dawes' son, Lenny, who was a second-round draft pick to Chicago, and his cousin was Barry Peterson. They stayed at our house. So I knew them since I was 11 years old. And so from 12 years old, I think Jimmy Dawes had his eye on me because we played in the same league.
Yeah.
And he invited me to the Cougars camp, and then I ended up here, and I married a local girl here, and we've raised our 5 kids here, and love it. But I started out in Billings, and we were in Victoria, then ended up in Nanaimo. So happy to be here.
And it's, I know there's a lot of places in the world that have natural beauty and you can play hockey when you're there, but there's something kind of cool about playing hockey on the island. It's sometimes in the fall, you can finish off an awesome game here in the Nanaimo Ice Centre, and then you go out and it's 24 degrees outside and sunny, and you can go for a hike up Mount Benson or whatever you want, and it's just that's one of the things that I've really found as the more time I've spent and lived here, I just really appreciate it. Yeah. And we were joking in the intermission there about me maybe having a spot to sleep here.
Yeah, I know.
But
you're always here.
But yeah, and it's not only a labor of love, but when I come in, I get to call, we had those 2 saves, one end at
beautiful saves,
and then at the other, Laszlo Tomasic, both. Riley Medvez got his turn first. Great glove saves, and that's unless you're on the ice and you know how hard these men can shoot, because these guys can really shoot hard.
Well, I didn't know. I mean, when I was part owner of the Bucks with the Levets, Riley was our first goalie. So when I see him play, I always kind of, hey, he's one of our kids.
Yeah.
And but Tomasic, I may have went to school with his mom or something, but I've never seen him play. He's made some amazing saves tonight.
And he's a big goaltender.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
I know it just blows my mind these days how they just seem to be getting taller and yet more athletic. There's such an onus on conditioning and training.
Yeah.
I know would they have to tighten up, or what do they need to even get close to get back in this one?
I think Riley's held them in, but they look tired. I would recommend double doses of energy drinks between the periods.
Yes.
To get their legs back, because Powell River is bigger, and I was just listening to one of the fans say, it looks like they're starting to wear Nanaimo down. So I think it's... and you can't fault Riley for any of those goals. They were beautiful goals.
No, they were.
But how many? It might have been might be 8-1.
Yes.
If it wasn't for him tonight.
Yeah,
You know?
I know, I agree 100%. And it's not, not trying to spell anything bad for the team game that the Steelmen have, but they're just up against, like you said, it's the skating. And like, I remember watching Porchetta play in the VI, and I thought he was quick then, but he has got some real endurance. Like, I have seen him out almost half of the time on the ice in this game so far, and you do the math, that's a lot of skating.
Well, there's a couple of forwards that are really big and good hands, and when you have those big long legs, you can make those strides and you pull away from the crowd. It just reminds me when you see the guys are getting a little bit older, past the junior age, it's like the legs won't go where the mind wants them to. They're fast enough, right?
Yeah.
So because they want to do the right thing, but these guys chug it up the wing, and then the defensemen get back, and all of a sudden your 3-on-1 is a 3-on-3, and your scoring chance goes away. So I think they can still come back. It is home. Got a great crowd tonight. Maybe they cheer them on, but some energy drinks would help.
Yeah, I think that's probably the formula. And there was one or two plays in the second period because, as I mentioned before, the Steelmen had a 1-0 lead after the first period, so it was basically 4 unanswered goals on the part of Powell River. So and there was one or two plays just below the goal line where if the Steelmen were just a little bit quicker or a little less gassed, they would have been able to turn that into a grade A chance. And it's, again, not indemnifying anyone or pointing anyone out specifically. It just seems to be a kind of a timing thing. But you're right, in front of the home crowd, I know they want to go off. And, I think they're going to make it interesting to start this third period here, but they're going to really need something extra special to try and... I mean, Powell River already, as you know, they already have a playoff win in this format. And they're looking pretty strong to take this one home tonight. But again, not going to count anything out. We still got 20 minutes. Maybe a final couple of thoughts on not just the game tonight, but just the general health of hockey. Actually, there was one fan, and they're going to be mad it's not on a Bucks game. But now that I think about it, I want to get your thoughts on the NCAA rulings and the eligibility, and maybe just even how it pertains to the VIJHL, because so many of these guys that we're seeing tonight, they have roots in the VI.
Well, the VI is in a really good position because this really doesn't affect us. We have that independent affiliation with the BC Hockey League, so we have aligned ourselves with the NCAA rulebook as the BC Hockey League's rulebook is our rulebook, all the way up.
Wow.
So same for our officials too, and I think I told you, we have the NHL is looking at 2 of our VI officials, right? So we're built to go that way, but our kids, to be fair, they can go either way. They want to go the NCAA route through the BC Hockey League, which I think is the best route, because you're playing 35 games a year down there.
Yep.
You play 50-ish in the BC Hockey League. You play 70 plus and with no schooling virtually in the Western Hockey League. But if the kids want to go to the Western Hockey League from our league, no problem. So our kids, we are just kind of in that nice little niche.
Yeah, it's almost like a little bubble.
But I got to give a shout out to Jordan Camprad. So Jordan has always been telling me how good he is. So I just say his performance tonight has exceeded even the lofty expectations that he set for himself. I'm mightily impressed. Maybe he's the catalyst to make it happen in the third period.
I would love to see Jordan Camprath, and actually there's been a couple of occasions this season where Jordan pretty much single-handedly took over the game. So that is definitely not out of the realm of possibility. Mark, I'm gonna cut it there. I'm gonna grab a quick drink here and stuff before we get to period 3.
Always great to
and like you said, a couple of energy drinks might be what the doctor ordered. And who knows? Maybe if the NHL is looking at a couple of VI players, maybe they're looking at a couple of the broadcasters too. You never know.
Well, if they're all your quality, there's lots to choose from. You do an excellent job here. You know that. You do just an excellent job, and who knows? Somebody might tap you on the shoulder and say, "Time, we want to give you a sound check. Come on."
Well, maybe like Grant Fewer, I can be the one that surprises even Larry McNabb. Mark McDonald, thank you so
Pleasure.
much for doing
Always
this.
great to see
Pleasure
you.
as always.
Thank you.
And we'll be back with more hockey here. The Steelmen down 4-1 after 2 periods. We'll be back with 3rd period. Don't go away. Yeah, awesome.
Lorenzo,
Yes.
37 is Bryce Kokani.
Bryce. Okay. Is that Kakani? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. And
Next time put him on the roster, right?
I know. I'm like, oh my god, and I'm like, I can
Yeah.
only use this last.
He's got like 3 points,
Yeah.
4 points.
Oh, he's been huge.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, he's looking. Yeah, he might be.
Well, we don't do starts, but you can do it on the broadcast, obviously.
This too?
Yeah, you know.
Goodness, everything.
Fucking miles.
Thank you, too.
So I can see Andy Hellweger. He's just right down near the opening of the bench area, and that they're going to try and get things set up for, looks like a younger shooter that we have here for the shoot to win contest. Just picking their way across the ice ever so gently. I think it's 3 shots, and you can see down at the east end of the rink, the smaller holes. There's and Keegan Fedorko giving the hopeful shooter a lift to the blue line. Left shooting player, and there's the shot. It's going towards the net. Is it there? And it is! Oh, I made it through! Keegan Fedorko raises his arms, and one lucky fan getting a chance to win 2 Cottonwood golf passes with the power cart. There's another shot looking for the corner. Is it? Oh, and it's just wide of the opening. And great shots there, and lots of love from the fans on all the attempts. Scoring on that first one, putting it through the middle. And it's always fun to watch the fans come out and get a crack at it, get involved in the game. The Steelmen always do a great job at the home games. I know that they've got the neutral zone set up. All sorts of people having drinks and bevies out on the concourse and just having a good time. It's a Saturday night affair, and lots of family members out too as well, and just a really good atmosphere. Great hockey. You heard Mark McDonald talking about that in the interview during the intermission. Just such a good time on a very affordable, very budget friendly. Everyone's got a little left over for a lucky lager or two. And well, the Steelmen with work to do. Hey. Good to see you. A couple of fans enjoying their neutral zone and taking in the game. And Laszlo Tomasic cutting up the crease. Alex Jalbert's parents here in town, and just got a wave from them as Alex continues to ply his trade out on the ice, and his Regals are up by a 4-1 count. And Alex Jalbert, he'll be starting off on the right wing here for the Regals. Gavin Mastrodonato, a left shooting forward, in to take the face off. And he wins that draw back, and we're underway. 40 in the books, 20 still left to go. And the Steelmen, Brandon Melsness will play it in his own zone to Brendan Bobby. They play it out to center, and the first pass can't get it to go. Jalbert getting his stick in the road. On the far side, the puck is picked up by Sawyer. He was instrumental in that 4-1 goal. And by the way, oh, here's Jalbert with a break. 2-0. They were in the middle of the chain, shooting in a big stop by Medvez. And the second one, he careens to the corner. Riley Medvez with a couple of huge stops. Now a 2-on-1, potentially the other way. Picard tries to draw it inside. And another great play by the defense, and Brandsma got active there. Picard forcing the issue. Puck is knocked down by Osborne. Backhand to the middle, and he was looking for Kamprath. Into the slot. Oh, and a quick shot. What a save off the left arm. Oh, Laszlo Tomasic. How did he stop that one? Gray backing the Steelmen up into their own zone. Zevelekian bodying his way along the boards. He's facing it. Gray had his back to the boards. Fitzgerald looking for that long stretch pass. Misplay by the goaltender, but Tomasic scrambles back in. Play in the near side corner down below the goal line. Osborne tries to hook it to the point, but it's put softly off the boards by by Sawyer, and they'll get off for a change. Roy on the far side covering Fitzgerald, who has a late trail, moves in, snaps it, shoots, the rebound. Oh, and it was just put wide on the side of the goal. Left pad saved by the goaltender, and it was an important one. Laszlo Tomasic doing great work here, keeping the Regals up by the 3 set here. Russell opening up for Porchetta. There's a hard hit back the other way. Davis Frank, and he has Sheldon on the far side. Saucer pass off the skate, shoots, oh! And off of the crest and down, covered by the trapper of Laszlo Tomasic, and he shakes his trapper hand off. He wants to readjust there. That was a difficult save to make, and he had to launch himself across the crease to make it. Davis Frank bringing one of the Steelmen's gloves back to the bench, throwing it up and over Keegan Fedorko. He'll be out for this draw. Having a word with the Regals bench, but it looks all friendly Of course, Keegan was the one that helped the shooter out on the ice. That was a kind of a cool moment. Jared Winkle to take this draw, but he loses it to Brett Kinley, who gets it to the right wing. Puck is chipped out on a high flip. Bryce Cacconi going to the middle, looking for the pass from Kinley, and at the doorstep, at the last second, knocked away. Puck comes outside the zone. Here's a faux pas, just left behind for a moment, giving Winkle some room. Thought about putting it in on goal. Hangs onto the puck behind the net for Feeney into the slot, and he gave it away. And now a breakout on the other side. 2-on-2, maybe 3-on-2. Russell waiting for the late trail. Here it is. Man is down. Takes a swat at it. Shoots it. But it's off the outside of the goal, rippling the mesh. Steelmen take back over and look down ice. Fedorko passing. He wants to get off. Out comes Bobby and Colby Shelton. That stretch pass, that was tipped. Puck goes in behind the goal, and Medvez out to play it on the backhand. Sweeps it around to the near side. Mastrodonato tried to pin it in, but it was played forward by Vanderling, and the inside-outside drag. Winkle shooting, and it just went up over the goal, and he gets ridden out hard by Sawyer. Sawyer finishing his check with aplomb. Puck comes to the near side. Brendan Bobby reaching out for it, and it hit a player on the Regal bench as it goes out of play, and it'll be a face-off just outside the Powell River zone. Head referee Sean Raphael making sure the proper personnel is out there. As I mentioned, Alex Jalbert, his parents in attendance. Very happy to see them. Very similar circumstances for us and our children of our families. Our son Lucas and Alex Jalbert, both with very, very difficult heart conditions to overcome. There's an intercept. Hubert Pinot into the slot, looking for help, feeds the wing in tight. At the side of the goal, just defers, hangs on. Backhand pass to the point by Howerton. Shooting, takes a tip, bounces at the side of the goal, but looks like the Steelmen recover. Oh, and a hard hit on Pinot. Gets it free to Vanderlingen, though. 4 minutes into the period, gets it to the point, shot by Howerton, and that one was tipped to the side of the goal. And Laszlo Tomasic, he had the corner covered, but there was a potential for a quick wraparound as the puck comes through the crease, and that's covered. Brandsma making sure that there's no rebounds left to jostle over, and it'll be a face-off now over to the left of goaltender Laszlo Tomasic, who's had an incredible run. And I was just going to get to it. One name that we didn't see on the starting lineup tonight, that was Bryce Cacconi. And as you know, he's not only got a couple of goals, but he has 4 points tonight. He's been in on every single goal. Samaglia behind the net plays it for Gray, who backhands it to center. Brandon Melsness taking his time, tried to pick out the long-range backhand pass, but he stuffs up center and gets the puck inside the blue line of the Regals, chases the defender back behind the goal, and Roy will just turn and slap it, and that puck is on edge, and that's going to come all the way back down ice into the Regal zone for a face-off on the icing call. Shots 34 for Powell River, 24 for the Steelmen. They have been getting more shots. They are directing more on net. But Laszlo Tomasic is just having an incredibly big game here tonight. Big goaltender. Picard tried to tee it up, couldn't get the handle on it. On the point from Scott Knowles. Down below the goal line. Puck is left off. Spinorama there by Melsness. Feeney unable to pick that one up, and the puck comes outside the zone. That was enough to rattle that helmet and the shoulder pads of the defenseman, but near side pass for Knowles. He just backs it up. They want to change. Off comes Melsness. Out comes Osborne. Picard has to be careful, trying to keep his body in front. And as Mark McDonald mentioned, this team is big and strong, and now they've turned it over. Gray feeding it down below the goal line, tried to finesse it, sharp angle, a little too high. Osborne on the hook out, coming off the left wing. He's 1-on-3, waiting for Zach Fitzgerald to catch up. Shelton reverses polarities, and now they send it up through the middle, not to anyone in particular, but that's going to allow a change. Out comes Russell and Cacconi. Fitzgerald, spinorama in his zone. He falls, he turned over the puck. In on goal, there's one on the side of the goal. Kinley shooting, scores! Kinley was open, and it was a beautiful seeing eye pass, and there was nothing to be done about that from the pass. Logan Kirky just finding the right spot to put that one in. And a big goal by Brett Kinley makes it 5-1, and that's really, I think, the degree of separation that they were looking for. And the Regals feeling very comfortable at the moment on the heels of that last goal by Brett Kinley. Kokoni with a couple tonight. And I don't know if he was involved in that play, but as I mentioned, he was involved in every single goal. There's a wide sweeping pass, lands on the stick of Davis Frank. Tried the long range pass, but it goes off of Russell's shin pad. Winkle, cross ice pass, and Frank going to the middle. Can they get it to him? There's the button hook by Feeney. Tried to put it off of the boards, and now a potential 2-on-2 here. Kokoni going to the net, drop off for Russell. Trying to cut to the inside, and he tried to move it to the middle, and now the Steelmen are away, catching up with it over the line, and I guess that was just not to their liking, as Feeney not happy with that offside call. And they're saying that it was someone on the near side that was off, but he felt like he was in onside, but he's drawing a little bit of the ire of Justin Salmon, but hopefully, or actually, pardon me, that was Sean Raphael. But the face-off comes outside the zone. Kamprath going to the goal. There's a shot. He looked for the tip, and he just couldn't direct it. Had his stick lifted at the last second by Sawyer. Puck is deflected out to center, and here comes Billy. Donato joining him hard, going to the slot. Swept away by Melsness, but not outside the line. Kept in. Grambois holds, shoots, and that was off of the stick. Nice save by Riley Medvez, up off of the top of it, the knob of his goal stick. Big stop by the goaltender, just staying upright as long as he could before he committed to going into the butterfly, and the result was the puck going off the knob of his goal stick. Riley Medvez set again, face off to his right, quick win by Donato, 12:40 to go. Grambois looking for the backdoor tip. Alex Jalbert waved at it, but he couldn't tip it. Kept in at the top of the face-off circle. Billy down low. Grambois takes it wide. Oh, and he tried to drag the goaltender around. Good job by Medvez to stay tight to the post. Got it with his left pad. Jalbert played it to the corner for Billy. Has a goal in this one. Brandsma makes a move. Melsness ties him up. But again, he played the puck forward. Jalbert couldn't reach that one. And that might be kept in by Brandsma as he kicks the puck forward, keeping pressure on the Steelmen, trying to get out of their own zone on just under 12 minutes to go. Melsness fires it in. Took a funny hop and it didn't miss the Trapper side by much. Out of the corner, Pinot to the top. Knowles shooting in that one, drawing a penalty. Puck is touched by the Regals, and there's going to be a power play for the Steelmen as they create some pressure. And I think Roy is going to be the one to pick up the 2-minute minor here. So Mac Roy looks like he's getting the gate. 2 minutes for roughing, and he's having an argument right now, but and he's leaving the surface. I think maybe he had something to say about the penalty. I'm not sure, unless he was questioning the call. I'm not sure what's happening here. He looks like he's headed down the tunnel, but I can't say for certain. I'll have to wait and see, but for the time being, there are only 4 Regals on the ice, as it should be. But I think he did pick up, yes, Russell's going to head to the box in his stead. And I think Mac Roy picked up an unsportsmanlike misconduct on that play, so that might do it for him for the rest of the game if it's a 10-minute misconduct. And the 2-minute penalty, we have under 12 minutes to go. Zavalekian on the power play. They elect not to shoot as shot from Fedorko. Rebound, and they just can't snap it right away after that kick save. The shot goes off of the stick of Mastrodonato, who's doing a great job penalty killing here tonight. Fedorko dishes off. That pass from Winkle went off of the skate of Semaglia as they try and open up this box a little bit here. At the face-off circle, shot goes off of the pad down underneath the goaltender, right in between the wickets. He fell down and the puck was right there. But he managed to pull the legs together, and the puck was actually on edge, standing up as he closed the gap. And a good stop by number 1, Laszlo Tomasic, and he's been all sorts of lights out here tonight. Some big stops. Dane Feeney, the only one on the Steelmen to beat him on the power play. Speaking of which, 1:25 remaining on this one. Steelmen win the draw. Back to Zavalekian. Shot! Oh, and a kick save as Osborne got everything behind that shot. Right pad save by Tomasic. Look at that skating on display by the Regals. Getting that puck out of trouble was Garrett Brandsma. There's a drop pass a little bit too far, and that's going to send the Steelmen out to center. Keegan Fedorko under a minute to go in the power play. Zavalekian, he'll wind it up from his blue line, cuts to the middle, picks his way over the blue line, fakes the snapshot, driving wide, and he went top shelf, and it was off of the shoulder, the right one of Tomasic. And that's cleared out the rest of the way as the Regals doing a textbook job here on the penalty kill. And it all starts with the man in between the pipes making a nice stop in tight on that net drive by the Steelmen. Backhand pass finds its way to center. Saucered over the line. Davis Frank couldn't find that pass. It was too hot. Kokoni has one on the trail, shoots, and that's a hard shot off of the trapper. Good save by Riley Medvez to even track that one down. Man, can Kokoni ever shoot? These guys are so big and strong. Just great hockey here. Penalty comes just about to an end. 5-on-5. Over the blue line, they're onside. Right out of the box comes Russell, driving, backhands it, and that's off of the goaltender's pad, and it's carried wide by Zavalekian. Puck comes outside the blue line, but it's tracked down by the Regals. Long range pass, picked up at center by Russell, and he has Billy on the trail to his backhand, shoots, and a big save. Rebound, oh, and a big block. Howerton getting in the road, and he saves that one. Big defensive play off of the skate. Brendan Bobby. Oh, he tried to feed Hubert Pinot, but it was just a little in front of him. They'll send it right back in again into the slot. Puck comes over the blue line. In on goal, scores! Nick Porchetta on the quick break, and he got just in behind the defense, and he puts it low, stick side, and it's a 6-1 affair. The Regals taking command of this one here, but it's all on the strength of that well-fought, hard-earned second period that they put in. 4 unanswered goals in the second period, and that was really the defining period in this one, but they add more to the total, and now it's 6-1 after the 40th shot on goal, and head referee Justin Salmon wants the Regals to hurry up, gives them the hurry up motion. Tomasic plays it behind the goal. Steelmen on the attack. Sharp angle shot just over Tomasic's head. I think it actually did touch his helmet, and on purpose. Fitzgerald leaves in the corner for Osborne. Trying to fight off Porchetta. 8.5 to go. Nick Porchetta with a most recent goal. Billy on the far side. He had Gray on the trail, but he couldn't find him, and that allows the Steelmen to get out. Nice pass through the middle, finds Sheldon, and he has Osborne on the wing, tried to get it to him in skates, and it's cleared away. Billy turns, fires it out. Boy, and that Nick Porchetta, he's just been tireless tonight. Such good hockey sense. He'll get off for a change, but man, he doesn't do that often. Here's a pass to himself out of the corner, and appealing for a penalty was Russell, but the play goes on, and he just stares down Justin Salmon as he passes him in the corner, asking the head referee to cut him a power play here. One-handed pass finds Brandon Melsness, and he'll just send it in on the backhand. Jordan Kamprath waiting on the near side, who'll cut towards the middle. Oh, the puck went off of a stick, and that kind of timing. Kamprath found it, in on goal, snaps it, rebound. Oh, and he put it off the pad. Laszlo Tomasic is just standing his ground tonight, square to every shooter. And another big right pad stop by the big goaltender, Laszlo Tomasic. Medves has been awesome tonight too. It's just Tomasic has been able to make that first stop, and his defense have, on the whole, been able to get every single rebound out of trouble. There's a quick start up down ice by Sawyer, and he's got some wind in his skates. To the middle, and that hard pass was deflected to the corner by Keegan Fedorko. Out of the corner they come, shot and ripped wide of the marker by Sawyer, who backs up as Jared Winkle gets possession. He's being tracked by Mastrodonato, has to take it wide, puts on the brakes, opens up towards the middle, 6:32 to go. Third period. Steelmen in behind the net. First one there. Jared Winkle, puck goes into the slot. Winkle had his stick knocked out of his hands, and it's a 2-on-2 the other way. Billy over the blue line, crisscrossing with Jalbert, who's following up. But there's a pass off of the near side boards. Davis Frank, long stretch pass, and he can't find the target on the right wing, and that's going to force an icing call here against the Steelmen. And it's a good time, I think, for maybe they won't call the timeout here, but with 6:04 remaining, face off over to the left of Riley Medves. Grambois on the face-off win, over to Porchetta, turns, shoots, and that's sticked wide of the goal, but sitting there precariously at the side of the net. Brendan Bobby. And there's a happy fan up on the concourse, just won $600. It pays to attend Steelmen games. Look at that. Andrew Plum on the far side, backing up. And once again, a special thank you to One Life Recovery Society. Steaming away off of the far side, Steelman with Winkle going to the middle, shot went off a Winkle stick. Davis Frank cuts it off, Winkle shoots, and he was looking low stick side, couldn't get it to go. Puck comes out to center. Andrew Plum plays it off of the far side boards. Once again, Winkle hot on the puck. He was caught up with Samaglia, but he finds it for a moment, gets some help now. On the spinorama, Plum tried to get it back to him. Vanderlingen backing up, covering the blue line, and it helps force the issue as Plum cut off that clearing attempt, puts it deep. Arjuna Vanderlingen on the backhand, behind the net. Oh, and a good sidestep there by the Regals defense. Oh, and he hit his own man in the face. That was Nick Porchetta. And boy, what a tough guy he is. He went down right away, but he got the puck up in the face, and he's gonna head off, but I don't see any cuts or gashes, and that's always a good thing. Nick Porchetta, he's got a goal here tonight and an assist, and he has been just all over the place. Hard-working player, and he's the kind of guy you want to have on your team. Steelmen win the draw, but they hadn't gotten Bobby onto the ice quite yet, so they'll flip it in from center. 4:40 to go. A bounteous second period for the Regals. Nice pass for Cocconi. Pardon me, drives wide off of the side boards in behind the net. Good cut by the Steelmen, and now there's a look off of the boards. Oh, and the pass was just not quite hard enough for Hubert Pinot, but he finds the far side pass. Bobby joining the play to the middle, shoots, and that's off of the blocker, directed wide. Vanderlingen in on the backhand, sends it behind the goal, tries to fish it out, but he's gonna have to hustle back. Nobody to be able to back him up as Brandsma cuts the puck to center ice. and he'll take a hit there by Howerton as Howerton finds the puck off of the sideboards. Good hustle by the Steelmen, trying to give their fans another reason to get out of their seats here at the Nick. Osborne hard breaks in his own zone as he's being watched carefully. Jalbert out on the ice now with Kokoni. Sheldon going to the slot. Osborne drives the net. Backhand went out off of the outside of the goal, and they're unable to do anything with that. Osborne in there trying to work the forecheck. Gets a return pin from the backside. Sawyer's really forcing the issue, just trying to grind down the seconds. They both go to the ice. Mastrodonato puts on the brakes behind the net, and Osborne went flying in, trying to cut off that pass. Went down, and everybody took a gasp as he wiped out one of the players. Sheldon into the middle, shoots! Oh, and it tipped through, but it didn't go over the line. Sprawling, swimming backwards, and a big stop by Laszlo Tomasic, and he found it through the traffic in front. So it'll be a face-off over to the right of Laszlo Tomasic. His team enjoying the 6-1 lead here with under 3 minutes to go in the third. Picard on the right wing gets the face-off win, shot it towards the net, went off of Brad Samaglia's skate, and he'll turn on the Jets and get it out over his own blue line. Feeds the far side, but the puck is knifed up over by Zavlekian, and that'll be a face-off outside of the Steelman blue line. Kyle English, the alternate captain out there on the wing. Billy on the right. Face-off won though by the Steelmen, and they control inside their own zone. Colby Shelton fired it up the middle, but that goes off of Samaglia's skate, and now Billy fighting for the puck. One of the Steelmen lost his twig, but they'll buy some time. Billy almost forced a turnover there, but Kampreth, good decision to hang on to the puck. He drags a skate as they head in over the line. The drop pass finds Picard, spins away from one check, tried to play it behind the net, and another good intercept by the Regals defense. And that soft pass for Billy didn't land initially, but he has Porchetta towards the goal, backhand, and that one's off of the blocker, and a big save by Medvez keeps it a 6-1 lead for the Regals. And another attempt for Nick Porchetta. This time he tried to go up blocker side, right up underneath the water bottle, but he's unable to get it there, courtesy of that blocker on the left hand of Riley Medvez. Brett Kinley lost that face-off there to Jared Winkle, and now the Steelmen away. A shade under 2 minutes. Frank on the trail, driving it wide, and there's a shot, snaps it off of the rebound, oh, and jammed out in and fell off the back of the pad. Oh, it went up over top of his pad and fell on the back of Tomasic's leg, and he still kept it out. Oh, and I talked in the interview pre-game with Andy Hellwager about the goaltending situation and the type of net minding they've been getting, and particularly with Laszlo Tomasic. He has had a great night in between the 6x4 cage. Winkle into the face-off circle, and Brett Kinley wins that face-off draw. The former Campbell River Storm chips it out high. Kokoni, that puck was onside. Kokoni, a right shooting forward, puts it in the slot, and they score. And a beautiful pass to Russell, and it's 7-1. Kokoni with at least point number 5 tonight. Bryce Kokoni just telling his teammates, oh yeah, they want to hang on to that puck. That's Russell's first. And they immediately went to head referee Justin Salmon, asking for that puck put into the net. And Russell scoring another goal to put the exclamation mark on this one for the Powell River Regals in front of the net. That pass went through everybody, and Jalbert's the one to pick it up. Roy wants to get him the puck back, but Sheldon stick handles around, and there's going to be a penalty call here with a minute 13 remaining, or a minute 12. And the Steelmen will get a power play. It looks like Gray is going to head to the box. He's not excited or ecstatic about it, but really it's just aesthetics at this point in the game. And he'll serve the tripping penalty there. Josh Gray. So Russell collecting that puck, or at least his mates did, for his first, and it's a playoff goal. Shot from the point through traffic, and that went off of a stick and wide. The Steelmen recover off of the sideboards. Osborne, now he trades spots out of the corner with Picard, sends it cross ice. There's a shot, and that's swallowed up. First, I think it went off of the right arm. And Laszlo Tomasic, as he's been doing all evening, finding ways to get in front of the puck. And 53 seconds stands between his team and another playoff win here from around the goal. That was a good wraparound attempt. But again, the Regals' defense is strong. There's a fluttering shot through traffic. Picard took a wave at it, and it bypassed him and a couple other players and swallowed up by Tomasic. Shot number 36 on the night by the Steelmen. They've only been able to solve Laszlo Tomasic the once, and they've had a few power play opportunities as well. Brendan Bobby, cross ice. Zavalekian moves in, shoots. Puck tipped in front. And pardon me, that was Keegan Fedorko with the rip. Gets another shot at it. Holds, wrist shot, and it's off of the chest. 26 seconds remaining. Billy with Porchetta on the 2-on-1. Billy holding, shoots, and a great save. Medvez backs up, and he gets it with his left arm. And there's a stop in play, and I think it's going to be an interference penalty against Brendan Bobby, as he finished his check a little bit too emphatically on Billy. Actually, no, pardon me. Looks like it will be, just wait, there we go. That's Zach Fitzgerald headed to the box. But as I mentioned, it's pure aesthetics at this point. 17 seconds to go, and it's all but wrapped up. Playoff win number 2 will be in the books. The Powell River Regals, a huge night from Bryce Cacconi and Nick Porchetta, and it has set up a lot of offense here for the Regals tonight, as Grambois takes one last swat at the puck, and the Steelmen clearing the puck out over center, and that'll be the last official act of the game. And this one is a final here at the Nanaimo Ice Centre. The Powell River Regals 7, the Nanaimo Steelmen 1. Just a reminder for the Steelmen that it is only the Steelmen's first game of this round robin format, so if they can do some damage to the Lake Cowichan Apollos, there is a chance that they can still continue on and play some very meaningful hockey here in this round robin. Lots of sportsmanship on display out on the ice as Riley Medvez meets the oncoming handshake line along with his teammates. Captain Brendan Bobby out there on the ice leading his troops. Same with Keegan Fedorko. And as I mentioned, lots of good comradeship. A lot of these guys played against each other in the VI. You can see a couple of the hugs there. Russell getting all sorts of congratulations on his first goal in the playoffs. And Billy English and others, Mastrodonato and Samaglia, giving off handshakes. And there it is, Riley Medvez having a word there with Garrett Grambois, and just a big night for that line. Pardon me, Travis Grambois, but especially Bryce Cacconi and Nick Porchetta. Huge offensive nights. And for the Steelmen, Dane Feeney getting the marker as Rob McNutt takes a couple of handshakes too. Want to thank our cameraman Bryce Williamson, always doing a fantastic job. He's had you dialed in all game. Thanks to all of our viewers that joined us here tonight on the YouTube Steelmen channel as the Steelmen salute their crowd and their fans, and we salute you too. Thank you so much for being here with us this evening, and always great hockey here. And the Steelmen, I think they're here to stay. This has been some great hockey. Yeah, and many thanks to Mark McDonald, the VIJHL president, for interviewing with us there, and pregame with head coach and general manager Andy Hellweger with that nice interview. He gets a hug out at center ice from Sawyer from the Regals. I'm Lorenzo Jensen. He's Bryce Williamson, and we are the Nanaimo Steelmen YouTube channel presenters. Thank you for being with us tonight. Have a great weekend, everyone. So long from the Nick.
Thanks again, Lorenzo.
Oh, you betcha. Always a pleasure. Yeah, I can, Marcel.